Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Selenium interview questions. That is, how will you analyze the failures after giving a run in TestNG? Let me answer. In TestNG projects or frameworks, after you run the tests, how do you analyze the failures? Okay, you will get some failures. Okay, some tests will fail after running the tests in TestNG projects or frameworks, but how do you analyze them? Okay, if some test fails, how do you analyze them and figure out what is the reason behind the failures and all those stuff? The first way is to go and look into the report. Okay, a TestNG report, or in TestNG projects we also may generate some other advanced reports like extend reports, allure reports, etc. Okay, whatever the report that is generated by this project, in that report we have to identify the failed tests. The report will clearly state that so and so test got failed, so and so test got passed, so and so test got skipped, and so on. Okay, first we need to identify the test which got failed from the report. Then we have to see why this particular test got failed. Okay, now in the advanced reports or in the TestNG reports, you can clearly see what caused the failure under the test itself, failed test itself. In the report itself, you will get some message, okay, like exception details or what is the reason for the failure. You'll get there. Okay, we have to check for the failed assertions. Okay, is it the reason that one assertion in our TestNG test got failed, because of which the TestNG test got failed because of the assertion or not, we have to see. Okay, then stack traces. This is also same, like the details for the failure. Okay, so will be provided in the form of a stack trace, like so and so line in so and so code, and for so and so class got failed at this particular location and all. So we have to investigate that stack trace. That also will be available in the report. Okay, assertion details will be available in that same report. Stack traces, like where exactly the which line in the code has exactly caused the failure and all, also will be available in the report. And nowadays in advanced reports like extend reports, we can attach the logs to the same report along with the screenshots also. Okay, by looking that screenshot, by looking at that logs, even in TestNG report also we can customize and add the logs and screenshots by investigating all these things. By looking in the report, okay, the report will contain all this stuff. Okay, with the some test marked as failure, and it will give the details of why the test got failed due to assertions or something. Stack traces, at which point of line the which step or in which method the test got failed. Logs and screenshot, check logs and screenshots which are embedded in the reports. By looking at that also we can figure it out, like what caused the failure for that particular test. And after that we can also check the test code. Okay, whatever the code we have written, we have to see it. Okay, so if required we have to debug the code. Okay, we have to debug this okay, we have to check the test code and debug it. Okay, if you are not able to identify the problem in the code, okay, we can debug the code to see in which line the problem is coming and what is causing the problem. We can do a debugging thing. Then check output console. In the output console also some details will be like we can add print statements here and there to figure it out as part of debugging and all. Okay, by looking at the check output console also we can analyze the failures. We can check our test data that is being passed, okay, to the test script of that particular test. Because of the test data also the test may fail. For example, if you have a test regarding the login with valid credentials, and somehow the valid credentials got expired or whatever it is, because of which the test is failing. So we have to cross check our test data to see whether the data is correctly passed or not. Okay, proper data is being passed or not. Okay, check test environment. Sometimes we may use a wrong environment, okay, which is having a a different version or something, or which is not working properly to run our scripts. So there is a possibility that the environment we have not provided properly or not configured properly. On a bad environment we are running the scripts. Many reasons may be there. We have to investigate, okay, why the failure happened. Okay, we'll get the test as failed. Okay, but why it's failing, the analyzing investigation need to be going on. Okay, because of the data or because of the wrong environment or poorly configured environment. Okay, we have to figure it out. Okay, what is the root cause? check any dependencies for failure. Okay, sometimes one test will fail because of another test. Okay, so without logging, you cannot perform a lot of operations, right? Like for example, without logging in, you cannot log out. Let's say there is a test related to logout that got failed. You cannot say that logout functionality is not working fine. Okay, since you are not able to log in, you are not able to log out. Okay, we have to see if there is any dependent test because of which the current test got failed. Okay, that's also an investigation. And sometimes everything will work properly in your local machine. Okay, but once it is configured to run the scripts in continuous integration pipeline, right, like a Jenkins, GitHub, Git, and all those stuff, right, the scripts may fail. We have to investigate, okay, what's going wrong. Okay, in CI/CD tools, is there any configuration or setting problem because of which the scripts which are running in the local machine are not able to run in the, okay, CI/CD. Okay, so there may be several reasons for this. So you have to investigate that and identify the exact root cause of the problem. Okay, these are few things that you can analyze, that you can use for analyzing why a particular test in the TestNG project got failed after running. Okay, so hope guys you got the answer for this question. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.